Welcome back everyone to Illusion of Gaia. I am Markus, and in the last part we did the first half of the pyramid dungeon. So now we are gonna have to go through the last three doors and get the last three pieces of the hieroglyphs in order to get to the mystic statue of this area. And oh my god, how many freaking balls of lasers do you need? Freaking ancient Egyptians and their laser balls. I don't know if they're what's more plausible, this or dual monsters. Probably this. Hey, I still love Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't take this the wrong way. I had lots of fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, both the anime and the actual card game, because like card games are way too much of a money investment, and at the time I basically didn't have the money to do so, and nowadays I'm just like, you know what? No. Not to mention that Yu-Gi-Oh! Became so freaking convoluted as a game. I know probably the to most of you this complaint won't really sound like, it sounds like something like, oh god, another one to try to complain about new Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go back to the old days with Summon Skull and all that. I'm not that. I wouldn't go so far, honestly. It's just after a while, it did became kind of overwhelming. Still, it's a fun game, and I really enjoyed the original anime for what it was. I got to 5Ds before dropping off the series entirely, which I'm ashamed I ended up skipping it back in the day, because the concept of card games in motorcycle felt way too out there. Because the first half of 5Ds is amazing, honestly. Once you get past the absurdity of it, it really comes together as a really fun adventure. Jesus, can you go away with these invisible enemies? This section is annoying as all hell. And this is not even the worst part of it. There's a reason why we need to use Young Will for this section, and I'm not using Shadow again, and it all has to do with this part right here, with these crushers. Because you have to speed up with Young Will. Damn it. Hopefully I can hit them both. Oh, thank God. You have to speed up with Young Will and try to avoid these crushers, otherwise they're gonna do a lot of damage to you. And it's also damage that is like on contact, so you will be swarmed with a lot of damage if you're not careful. Thank you for the strength upgrade. Kinda needed it at this point. And we got another red jewel. We should be getting out of this place with 5, so we only need 2 more of them. And this is the worst freaking section of this dungeon. Stay down here, because the inertia of these slopes will make Young Will run back and forth constantly, and if you're not careful about it, damn it, you see, it will constantly push you around into those pits. And the reason why I'm trying to go as carefully and slowly as possible is because there are enemies in this section. But with the speed dash, it's very easy to lose control of yourself. There we go. That's exactly... Yeah, You see, in this section, you will keep running back and forth, and you will constantly be in contact with all those freaking annoying spikes. I hate this. I hate this section, especially because they put enemies on this pathway that you have to kill in order to get the power up of this section, and it's a pain. Ow. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. At this point, I rather take the death. Yeah, I applaud them for trying some new obstacle that kind of feels like a trap, but what the fuck is happening? Okay, the game had something happen to him at that point. I don't know what, but I gotta assume that it was not intended to work that way. Okay, I can do this. I can freaking do this! Whew, finally. Oh my god. Stop! Will. For fuck's sake. Oh. Thank god I'm done with this part first, so I don't have to deal with it later on. There you go! And we got the 4th hieroglyph in this room. The 4th hieroglyph stone is with us, so now we can go back to the entranceway and put also this one inside the chamber. So there we can open another slot to the final boss. It's the 4th one. I basically collected them in order. No, I did this wrong. 4th. There we go. Okay, so now 4 out of 6 we can go back. And we are back, so now let's go into the 5th area. This is one that is kind of a pain in the ass to navigate. It's a bit convoluted, but we're gonna make this work. And I'm thankful for all the power upgrades, because, by god, watching that 14 number coming over Shadow's head just to do all that damage so quickly, and just... I still believe overall Freedan is a much more fun character, because he gets to play with more stuff, at least at this point of the adventure. But I do also like how Shadow works. Also, this power up that we can use to basically go downward into the floor, don't sleep on it during battles, because you can basically get a period of invincibility, basically, where you won't get any damage from anyone. Ooh dear, we have to go that way. Oh, and if you time it well, you can basically save you in a couple of occasions. Okay, so I feel we need to go down this route to get the last hieroglyph. My god, how long is this descent? No, I did it wrong. There we go. Oh no, there's one enemy left. Damn it. I will go back there later. This is the reason why I hate the fifth chamber. It's a bit convoluted. Also, there's a red jewel in the room before, which I I will go back to it later, but I was hoping that I will manage to get all the enemies in one freaking go, instead of having to do back and forths all the time. Come on, die. Okay, now we have 8 enemies waiting for us. Let's go down here. This is another point where I'm starting to wonder, did I get them all or am I missing someone? And the answer is yes! Because this is where the hieroglyph is supposed to be. So now let's go back up and find the remaining 6 enemies that have escaped me. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, they are on this side. Yes, someone is here. There's also someone on the other side there, but the other must be on the upper floor. There we go. Stupid birdman. There, 1 enemy left, and I saw the sign on the map. Should be maybe an invisible enemy here. There we go. The 5th hieroglyph is ours for the taking now. And there we go. 5 out of 6. There's only 1 hieroglyph left. I like this pyramid overall, but damn it can be quite a pain. Let's jump in order to backtrack at the beginning of the dungeon. Then this one should go at the 5th sector. Now, I would usually cut back, but there is something that we need to get if we go down this route. Because you see, in this little isolated room that seems empty, there's another red jewel. And with that, there should be only 2 left. No, only 1 left, which is the one I left behind inside here. So now let's go back into that room and find the 1 remaining enemy and that red jewel. There we go, we found it. It's in this corner, the invisible fucker. Thank you for the HP power, and now we can go down this route in order to reach the last treasure chest and get the final red jewel for this area. 5 red jewels altogether, and now unfortunately we have to backtrack from the beginning once again. And we are back. Now there's only 1 room left, the final room of the dungeon, and with this we are gonna basically get the final hieroglyph and go on our way to complete this dungeon. Gotta say, I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Once you get down on the direction, is kind of nice. It's a shame that we don't get to use freedom, but at this point, this time is basically almost done. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, because some of these rooms can be completed without having to forcefully use shadow, like this room, for example. I think it's doable with freedom, but yeah, unfortunately, in this section is not gonna get some love. I think the love for freedom now is basically over. For the rest of the game, I'm basically gonna be switching to shadow and keep going that route. Die, you. I wonder if this room there was meant to be a lot more mummies to fight. But apparently not. You see, it's very hard to see those staircases though. That's kind of a pain. And the last one, it's gonna be here. Oh, thank you once again. I very much needed the HP power. And now there's just one room left. Oh, come on, can you please go the hell away from here? I just realized that I bring up the Yu-Gi-Oh tangent in the Egyptian level for, I mean, obvious reasons if you watched Yu-Gi-Oh. But I did not do that when we were at Sky Garden, which it's over the lines of Nazca, which are the main plot point of Yu-Gi-Oh 5DS. Which is weird. It really shows what generation of Yu-Gi-Oh left the biggest impact on me. With our whole little pharaoh friend. And the last hieroglyph is ours for the taking. Now we can finally go back and complete the dungeon. But before we enter the final room of the game, the room to put the final hieroglyph, there's one other thing that we need to be doing. Let's go back into the dark space and revert to young Will. For what reason? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Also, I know I will go back later, so I don't really need to get some healing at this moment. Walk to the left without a sound. Okay. It says to walk to the left. It says to walk to the left. There, that's good. Don't move. Fucking hell. How annoying you are. I know the whole story of your adventure. I heard about an ancient biotechnology using a comet's light. I didn't know it was you. With the power to change body shape, you could get anything. People will bow at your feet. It's only natural that King Hedward will trick you into this. My father? Yes! After all, that's the way kings are. He will do anything to get the power. He might even be more evil than a mercenary like me. Stop it! Either way, if I make money, it's fine. Come with me to Edward Castle. A voice whispers in Will's head. Will, play the flute. Will. Yeah, because if you remember what they said once we entered into this room the first time, it reacts to loud noises. Oh, snap! What? Holy fuck, this is brutal as hell. Oh my god. Kara! Kara! Holy shit. Yeah, this is the reason the room hates loud noises, because this happens. Holy freaking hell. That's a bad way to die. Will, why must everyone hate each other? I'm sorry, I got upset. You're doing your best to save the world. At first, I just wanted to find my father, but somehow it got to be a trial. But me, I don't regret coming on this journey. Let's go and find the 5th mystic statue. Damn. We have to do this with the Jackal burning corpse over here. The melody you played became the Jackal's dirge. Yeah, the Jackal's requiem. Holy fuck. Yeah, now let's take the final hieroglyph and put it in place. There was a sound from over the entrance. Now let's leave the room. And there's a teleporter here that will lead us back to the boss. But before we do that, let's change form once again. And let's take the form of Shadow. You can also use Freedom, but I want to use Shadow. He basically did not get any screen time until this time, so I'm just giving him... I'm going to give them as much as possible. So yeah, let's continue our journey and let's conclude the dungeon with the boss of this godforsaken Great Pyramid. Jump in. And now we get to fight the Queen Mummy. Now, oh damn it! I'm not equipped with the aura. You see, this is what I'm talking about. I've been surrounded by ghosts. I use aura, get a bit of invincibility, and then when I pop out, I can basically go around and not getting any damage. These regrouping ghosts are giving me flashback about Is 1. Freaking Fagullion and these freaking bats. Annoying as hell. This is not a very hard fight. She basically... You hit them, she splits into invulnerable ghosts, and then she regroups after a while. You just basically have to go around and avoid them as much as possible. You can take advantage of aura, like I did before, just to prevent some damage. Just be mindful. And now with this phase, we have to hit one of the ghosts, the one that is more focused between all of them. And once we do, they will regroup and form back the queen. You see, it's not that really hard of a fight. It just can be a bit of a waiting game. But if we hit her as quickly as possible once she regroups, she may basically never get any chance to do an attack on us. You see, now it's basically almost over at this point. This might be the final shot. No, not really. Still got one shot left to give her. And there we go! The Queen Mummy is over. Defeating the spirit of the pyramid, he obtained a mystic statue. We get the 5th out of 6 mystic statue. Our adventure is almost over, guys. I heard a voice from the flute. The same voice I heard in the Prisoner Network castle. Will, you have done well to have come this far. Father? I am at the tower now. Bring the 5 mystic statues to the tower. The statues you've collected hold the key to the fate of humanity. Will, hurry! The comet is approaching! The voice of the flute quiets and disappears. It seems something terrible has happened that we don't know about. What to do? I was told to go to the Tower of Babel, but that little island... I hear Neil has built another airplane. It seems he's flying to the desert town. Let's go back there. Wow, the dude really gets around with his freaking technology. And here we are back at Dow. Let's go and give the red jewels that we found at the jeweler. We only have 1 red jewel left before we can unlock the secret reward, and we're gonna get that in the next part of Illusion of Gaia once we start our trip to the Tower of Babel. I am Markus. Take care of yourself, everyone. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you with the next video.